Hi everyone, my name is Ben Jones and I'm an analyst at Dorsey, Wright & Associates. Today I want to present to you the DWA India Minute. First I want to start off with just looking at the overall picture of the Indian stock market, just examining the Bombay Stock Exchange and the National Stock Exchange. And one important tool that we use here at Dorsey Wright that gives us a long-term perspective is what we call positive trend. And that's just simply looking at, is that stock trading in a positive trend or a negative trend? What we use here at Dorsey Wright are the bullish support lines and the bearish resistance lines. If a stock is trading above its bullish support line, then it's simply trading in a positive trend. If it's trading below the bearish resistance line, it's trading in a negative trend. And that's in the most simplistic terms as possible. And so when we examine the Indian stock market, looking at the Bombay Stock Exchange and the National Stock Exchange, we see that over 66% of stocks in India are trading above their bullish support lines, indicating they are trading in positive trends, suggesting that demand is clearly in control on a long-term basis in India right now. And if we're to look at any chart of the Nifty or the BSE 500, we'll probably see that as well, and definitely with the Nifty. If you look at the CNX Nifty, we can see that it exploded and rose sharply off of its June, actually in this case, its May lows, reversed up into X's in June, and is right now trading at 6,000 on the point and figure chart. And so because of this increase in buying pressure that we've seen across the Indian market, what we want to do is look at some sectors today. And there's actually one sector in particular that we want to talk about. And this is the basic materials sector. It's one of the strongest sectors right now in the global marketplace. It's been driven really by that increase in prices we've seen, especially from the precious metals area, like silver, gold, platinum, as well as some of those base materials, those base metals, zinc, lead, copper. And so those emerging markets out there, such as India, has done extremely well. And so if we look at the basic materials sector, and this just includes even those precious metal stocks, as well as some of those other chemicals and fertilizer stocks today, we see that we're seeing some increase in buy signals across this particular sector. And one of the stocks that we came across that recently produced a buy signal is the Shapur Gold Refinery. This produced a new buy signal last week at the 214 level, and it just reversed down to Okama Vos, a little lower in price, which provides a better entry point. And so it's a 3 out of 5, which means it meets our requirements for going long at this particular stock. And when we look at this, it has some significant resistance overhead at the 236, but all in all, we can buy at the market here because it's in a positive trend on a pullback, but still on a buy signal. Another name in the basic materials sector that we just looked for that produced a buy signal recently is the Gulshan Polyols Limited. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but it's trading in a positive trend. It just broke a triple top at 106, and that's a sign that it was able to break those 3 levels of resistance at 104. We see that it's taken off. It broke through another level of resistance at the 116 area. So this particular name, I would preferably buy it on a pullback, but it's a strong name in a positive trend. You can put a stop there around the 97 area, or maybe further down around 95. Let's look at Jindal Poly Films Limited. This stock broke a buy signal, a double top last week on Friday. We can see that it's right now trading at the resistance level going back to the early part of September around 1,000. It's trading in a positive trend. You might be able to take a position here at the market or ideally wait for a pullback. A lot of these stocks in India and across the emerging market space are somewhat overextended and overbought. So if we're looking to add new positions, you might want to wait for a pullback or scale in slowly. And we can see another stock in the basic materials sector that actually just broke a buy signal last week and broke through a previous level resistance is JSL Stainless Limited. This is also on buy signals against the market. We see that it broke a double top there at the 130 area. It's trading in a positive trend. Plenty of support there around 122 as well as that 110 area. Manali Petrochemicals Limited broke a double top at 17. You can wait for a pullback here. You can put a stop there at 14 or maybe even farther down around the bullish support line, which rests at around 1150. Another stock out there is NR Agarwal Industries. Broke a double top at 89. That's a buy signal. Rose sharply from that level. You can put a stop there around 81 in this particular case. Ideally, we would buy it on a pullback. Another name, Ram Krishna Forgings. It's on a pullback right now after completing a double top buy signal last week at 164. This recent action took it above its August high, so demand is in control here. It's in a positive trend. It's a 5 for 5er, which means it reaches all of our technical requirements on a relative strength and trend basis. This is a strong name right here. Plenty of support there around 158 as well as 148. Those are areas I might want to look for maybe stops there. Sadhana Nitro Chemicals broke a triple top at 28, exploded from there. Now it's trading in the overbought territory. I would definitely wait for a pullback here. You have support there around that 23 level. I like this name. It's a strong name. Great trend right now, but you might want to wait for a pullback here. Suhana Towers Limited. It's a 5 for 5er. Just broke a double top at 68, completing the bear signal reversal pattern, trading in a positive trend. Might want to buy here on a pullback with a stop there around 62. No resistance overhead, at least on the near-term chart going back to May. So those are some names that we just pulled out that recently broke double tops or triple tops. Definitely broke out to the upside, completing a point and figure buy signal. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me or message me on the Stock Easy website. We'll definitely have another video up shortly.